See, Mike, it's either.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We are good, eh? Chris, everything's fine? We are good, eh? Good. Say good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for the small hitch, but at least I am now audible. Yeah, we did not want to start when I'm not audible, but I'm grateful that our IT team has managed to put everything in order so that I become audible and talk to our members on the various insurance products at Harambee Sacco. So first to introduce myself, my name is Marvel and I manage insurance at Harambee Sacco. We have an insurance agency known as Harambee Insurance Agency. I know also there members always ask, at Harambee Sacco we always hear messages that we have an insurance, we have an insurance. We have an insurance agency that enables members to get insurance services. But I want to expound a bit more. From our last meeting, we talked a bit more on medical insurance, and there were various queries that came in from our membership to do with the medical insurance and motor vehicle insurance. At the moment, we always hear many stories. So I'll just give in 1 minute about Harambee Insurance Agency. Harambee Insurance Agency is fully owned by Harambee Sacco, which is fully owned by you members. So by extent, you members are the ones who own Harambee Insurance Agency. And our work mainly is to create relationship between Harambee Sacco members and the various insurance companies that we work with. We act as an intermediary between Harambee Sacco members and the various insurance companies we work with, one of them being CIC, another one being General Accident Insurance. We are allowed to work with various insurance companies. So we come up with good negotiated rates for members to enjoy the insurance products. At the moment, insurance penetration in Kenya is only 3%, and we can comfortably say that even in the society is at 3%, but we want to secure the future of our members. And how can we secure future of members? There are various risks that we see that can be transferred to our membership. For example, things like medical bills. Those are things that we know that I know everyone since they were born, they have ever been sick. Uh, and maybe some have been seriously sick, but just others have been the normal sickness, which is not very serious. And those are some of things that we can always transfer to insurance. So I'll just deal briefly on I'll expound more on the medical insurance that we have at Harambee Sacco, and also talk briefly of the motor insurance. Now that we're approaching Christmas, I don't want you to go home with vehicles that are not insured. I don't want to go home and celebrate, and later when you're coming back, you are taken in court because you are driving a vehicle that is not insured. So I'll talk briefly on the motor vehicle and the medical. So just to start briefly on medical insurance that we have at the moment. Generally, medical insurance is a type of cover that ensures that you member of a Harambee Sacco, your medical bills are well taken care of. One thing I can tell you, medical expenses are very expensive. Very expensive. You see many people opening WhatsApp group because of medical expenses. How can we transfer this risk to insurance? In case you have a medical bill of 500,000, you have a medical bill of 1 million. I know most people will go into social funding where you'll call relative, you'll call your member of family, you'll call colleagues to help you raise those bills. And you member of Harambee Circle, one of our motto here is to ensure that we live life with dignity. People should not say that this person had a good job working for administration police. This person was working for KDF. This person was working for the government. We don't want you who have lived with dignity while you are a member of Harambee Circle and where the government was providing you medical insurance. And when you retire, you become a laughing stock in the village. People take you as a bad example, like someone who worked and they cannot see anything that the fruits of their labor. You become a discussing topic in the village and you become a bad example for failure. So we want you to live with dignity for good. So we came up with a product that ensures that from age of 18 years to 64 years, from age of 18 years, uh, working on ways of how we can expound for the coverage to be up to 100 years. Because you know, life is given by God. We cannot say that a person who's above, let's say, 8 years doesn't need insurance, just be sick. So generally, this medical is ensure that it safeguards you against expensive medical bills so that we don't do fundraising as members of as current or former members of Harambee Circle. The second thing is it can add, sorry, okay. So just sorry, we are a little a bit because of but I think I'm okay now. I'm okay enough. Yeah, we are good. The microphone is it okay now? Are you good? Are we good? Yes, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so this cover ensures that it's but working up to 100 years. Because of this lifestyle diseases. So the beauty about you being a member of Harambee Circle is we try to make it very affordable to our membership, so that is not very expensive to the various membership at Harambee Sacco. Are we good? Are we good? I think we're okay now. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. Yeah, so I think, sorry, of course, technology came up with, we love a small interruption, but at the end of the day, the message will be at home. And just to break the ice, I know you're watching from various corners of Kenya, from Mombasa, from Western Kenya, from Moyale, from Masabit. As you watch this video, I want you to go to our YouTube channel, known as Harambee Sacco Insurance, Harambee Sacco. I see we have now 1,077 subscribers. 1,077. I want, before this show's end, we have more subscribers. So as you watch, just go down below this video, you press subscribe. There'll be, we have 1,077K subscribers. I want, as we end this video, you keep on subscribing. As we talk, as we interact, you will be able to, even in future, you'll be able to find videos that are here as you subscribe. So keep on subscribing on our YouTube channel. You can go to our Facebook page, is known as Harambee Sacco. You like it. You can go to LinkedIn. You also like our social media platform that with the Harambee Sacco. So I think I reached a place where I was saying that the product is micro, because we don't want it to overburden you. We are living at very hard economic times, and we want a situation where the product is very affordable. We don't want you to dig so much into your pockets, so that you are able to pay for medical bills. And we also have children have a 30-day waiting period before they can experience. No, we have children, they get covered until age 25. Age 25, by the way, the age in Kenya for you to be an adult is 18 years. But as a society, we've negotiated to ensure that we know by age 25, some by age above age between age 18 and 24, you find that some children are still dependent on their parents. So we've worked a way that you can still get covered until age 25, as long as there's approval of schooling or someone's dependent on their parents. And we also have small waiting period, of course, for pre-existing conditions of 6 months. And we only have 30-day waiting period for outpatient illness before you start experiencing the cover. And those are some of the things about the product feature. You can go anywhere and ask this feature, especially where we call the medical examination. You won't get it anywhere. You can only get it in Harambee Sacco. Go to any insurance company outside there and ask for these products or these features. You will not get them. And that just shows how, as a society, we value you as our member. We value you as our member, want to walk you through the journey since you join Harambee Sacco until the final day that you will not be in this world. We want to be together as a member of Harambee Sacco. And I know you are looking into the pricing. We've tried to come out, our prices are very, very affordable. And our prices, they are, this product has a limit from an inpatient of 500,000, sorry, an inpatient of 200,000 up to an inpatient of 500,000. We have an outpatient from 50,000 up to 75,000. We have a dental cover from 5,000 up to 10,000, and also an optical cover from the same 5,000 to 20 to 10,000. So I know you're asking yourself that this product is so good to be true, so sweet, so good to be true. I know you're wondering. So what is the financial aspect of this product? Because it sounds to be so good that there's no other product like this on the market. And as told you earlier, the micro is very affordable. So, for instance, if you have been a member of Harambee Sacco, number one, you want a cover of 500,000. You just require a cover of 500,000 inpatient. Yourself, a member, your spouse, and you require a cover of 500,000. For 500,000, for you to get covered for a spouse and a member, a spouse and a member of Harambee Sacco, you'd only be required to pay 25,900. That one we call member plus one. In short, I'm just trying to say, go to hospital, your bill is 500,000. You're hospitalized in a hospital, your bill is 500,000. Harambee Sacco, you'll get covered for this cover for only, you only need to pay 25,900 for you to get covered a cover of 500,000 for two people, for a member and a spouse. And that one also goes with an outpatient cover of 75,000. So you also need an outpatient cover of 75,000. You'll only be required to pay an extra 30,000 for you to get a cover of 75,000. I know these rates need some more like sharing on a social media platform. And as I've told you, you need to like our social media platform, our Facebook, our YouTube, our LinkedIn, to ensure that once you share some of these rates, you can always do your own mathematics and know how much you are required to pay for this product. And I can give you just a small hint for our members who are our finance members, or the members who are going to exit this circle. We have a share drive where you are going to earn a dividend of 15% on your share capital. 15% on your share capital. I know once you are exiting the circle, you also have very good saving. You find yourself you have a saving of over 500,000. You have saving of over 1 million. Some of this money, if you do your calculation as a member who has lived in dignity at Harambee Sacco, if you are to say that, yes, I'm retiring from service, but I don't want to withdraw my deposit from Harambee Sacco, I don't want to sell my share capital from Harambee Sacco, do you know that with the amount of dividend you'll be earning on your deposits as a member of Harambee Sacco, you know that money will be able to cover your medical expenses? It's simple as that. You only need to, that money is good enough to cover your medical expenses as a member of Harambee Sacco. So, some of members you are growing from now, you are going towards wafanisi. You need to be vigilant to ensure that if you don't have that money now, you can always have your money, you can always have your money in Harambee Sacco, and have an agreement where you say, on 1st of every March, you'll be renewing your medical insurance. So instead of you withdrawing your dividend from Harambee Sacco, that money can be used to pay for your medical expenses. And at the same, the way you can finance this medical product, we have a product known as Bima Advance. Bima Advance is a loan, another loan, like development loan, like a local loan, like this idea loan, when you can come take the loan, the interest is only 1.15% for you to get that loan. You come take that loan, and you now pay the loan. The loan tenor is 10 months. Why is it 10 months? Because we don't want to have that insurance generally takes 1 year. We don't want to be you still be having that loan when you will be renewing for another another year for the medical insurance. So you can come and take BIM advance to ensure that you have sufficient medical coverage. So I think I talked briefly about the premiums. That's what you will take. So I'll tell you, if you are a member plus one person with only 55,000, you can be able to get an inpatient of 500,000 and an outpatient of 75,000. So let me take a bigger family where you are a member, a spouse, and two children. That one falls under member plus three. For only 74,000, you'll be able to get an inpatient coverage of 500,000, coverage of 500,000, outpatient coverage of 75,000, and you can add 4,000 on that to get a dental cover of 10,000, and also an optical cover of 10,000. So you see, our premiums are very affordable, and you can also, in terms of our hospital panel, our hospitals are well spread across the country. I'll just give you an example of what we have in our panel as we continue in terms of our hospital. So we have hospitals in all the 47 counties, starting from here in Nairobi. I'll give you an example. If you are in a county, let me go to the farthest county, Moyale or Turkana. If you are in a place like Masabit, you are in Masabit, we have hospital there, also various hospitals there. We have a hospital like Takwa Nursing Home, which is in Moyale, Butinya Road. The same Moyale, we have a hospital in the same Masabit. We have Equity Afya in Masabit. We have Beehive Medical Center, which is in Masabit town. If you're in a place like Makueni, we have Kilome Hospital that you can go there and get treated. You can go to Kikoko Mission Hospital, which is in Makueni. If you're in a place like Kisumu, you can go to Kombewa County Hospital, which is in Kisumu. You can go to Medicross Strathmore Hospital, which is in Kisumu. If you are in West Pokot, you can go to Leon Nursing Home, which is in Makutano town. We have Equity Afya in Makutano, Equity Afya, which is in Laikong House in West Pokot. Who have chosen those regions? Some of those regions are very far from, someone can say that this cover is just for people in Nairobi. The answer is no. This cover, we have various hospital panels across the country. So you don't need to worry about where you get the medical attention. You will get medical attention at any place in the world, in this country. We have a panel of over 797 hospitals across the country. So that one only shows that how big our coverage is. So I think I've expounded more on that, and I'll just conclude before I allow some questions to tell you, you as a member of Harambee Sacco, why this cover is for you. This cover of medical is for you. This cover is for you because number one is very affordable. That is one thing that you need to show from a premium. I've shown you this cover is very, very affordable. You can never go this wrong with this cover wrong in terms of affordability. It's very affordable to our members, and we will ensure that this cover safeguards you against the various medical insurance bills. The truth be told, at one point you'll be sick. Whether you are healthy, how healthy you are, either you have a minor sickness or a major sickness. So we don't want to be a situation where we will be opening to WhatsApp group to ensure that you are paid, to ensure that this premium, to ensure that people contribute towards payment of your medical bills. And also, you don't need to take a loan. You know, if you don't take this cover and your medical cover, I've given you a small hint where you need an inpatient of $500,000, you only need to pay 25,900 for you to get this cover. If you don't have this cover and your medical bill is $500,000, you come here with a loan form at HARAMBEE SACCO, you fail, we will guarantee you. But you see, that money is just going to medical bills, which is not right. It's not right at all. And you know, we cannot, some of these covers, especially when you have some disease, some covers, people will not take that insurance for you if you are already sick. People will, it's good to take this cover before sickness comes, before you are sick. So you don't need to come and take a development loan for you to pay your medical bills. And number one is, and above all, we want you to live with dignity. As I've told you before, we don't want to open WhatsApp group to ensure that to open WhatsApp group for you to be able to pay medical bills. That's a no. It's not good for you to open, for us to open WhatsApp group for us to be able to pay medical bills. And you know, some of us are asking, what do you need for you to get to join this cover? It is simple. We just need a copy of the logbook, or not, that's for copy of your national ID and a copy of your KRA pin for you to be able to join this medical cover. That's number one. Number two, we also need copies of the dependents. If you have children, we all need a copy of the dependent. We need a copy of the child birth certificate to ensure that just to ascertain the age. And at the end of the day, we also need you to fill the proposal form for you to declare yourself. A proposal form just is like a loan form. That's an equivalent of a loan form when you're applying a loan at HARAMBEE SACCO. The proposal form for medical is an equivalent of a loan form when you're applying for loan facility at HARAMBEE SACCO. And from our last conversation, I think there are some questions that came up, and some have come up a bit, where someone had asked is, after retirement, will I be able to benefit from the medical insurance? The answer is yes. After retirement, if you retire from HARAMBEE SACCO, this cover, I've said, is a cover that will ensure that your medical bills are taken care of. So if you are to retire from HARAMBEE SACCO, still you'll be able to enjoy this medical facility from the society as much as you've retired. And I've told you, we will ensure that this cover is expounded until, even when you are not, it goes until 100 years, to ensure that you are able to enjoy and to live a healthy life as a member and after a member, and when you're still in service, when you are fanisi, until when the day God will your days will end in this world. And another question that was being asked, that I went, how much are monthly premiums? These premiums I've talked about the yearly premiums. So these premiums you can always divide on your end. Let's say you need a cover for your premiums are, like for instance, you need a cover which your premiums are 75,000. For 75,000, you just need to divide that amount by 12 months. And as I've told you, you can always come for us to finance you. You can come at HARAMBEE SACCO Society, take a product known as Bima Advance. Once you take that product Bima Advance, that money will go directly to payment of your medical bills, medical premiums, as you continue to pay that loan slowly. We don't want to burden you with so much that you want a lump sum amount of money at the moment. You can pay that, you can take a loan, and at the end of the day, you pay the loan slowly as you are taking care of your medical bills. Another thing is, will this insurance be available in private hospitals? Yes, we have various private hospitals on our panel that are taking this cover. But this cover is a bit micro. You might not find the high end. For the cover to be very affordable, you might not find the high end hospital in Kenya. For example, hospital like Nairobi Hospital, like Aga Khan, like Mata. You might not get the high end hospital in Kenya, but we've put in those panel of hospitals that are able to that are good hospitals in the country, and covers that will make you to be comfortable. And another thing is, I think answer that was being asked was, HARAMBEE SACCO, do you have any health cover for retired officers and the family? This is a cover you can take when you retire. I know there's a cover with the government. I don't know at the moment how they're doing with SHA. There used to be a cover where you have to take with where the government was providing for the retired officers. I don't know how it's going to be rolled out with the SHA coming in, but at the end of the day, this cover, when you retire from HARAMBEE SACCO, will ensure that in your retirement, you still have a cover. So yes, the answer is yes. You can now, the cover, you can utilize it when you've retired with HARAMBEE SACCO. And another question, that can I be able to join HARAMBEE SACCO insurance if I'm a member of SHA? Yes, you can join HARAMBEE. You can now do two covers. SHA is being provided by the government. That is statutory. SHA. Yeah, so I was saying, do you know that you can have this medical cover, and at the end of the day, also you can have two medical covers. You can have our own cover. Let's say, for instance, your medical cover is you are being you have a medical bill of 1,000 of 1 million, and SHA has agreed to pay you that. SHA has agreed to pay you has agreed to pay half a million on a medical bill. Do you know that SHA can pay your medical bill, and also HARAMBEE will be able to pay your medical bill, the remaining half a million. So you can always have two covers. You can have a medical cover for age limit. Age limit is the age limit for parents here. situation where the accident, and we pay a full compensation when your vehicle is, no matter how priced your vehicle is, because 500,000. Once we have our comprehensive motor insurance, we ensure that this vehicle is covered against number one, fire, against the general damages, and as I've told you, the third party. When we have comprehensive, this covers also the third party, other people using the road, using the road. So I always hear people say that I have a claim, and someone, you've caused an accident on the road, and someone is pushing you to pay some money. Once you have an insurance with Harambee Sacco, will ensure that all the claims you have your motor vehicles, will ensure that all the claims are paid. That is number one. We'll ensure that all the claims of our members are paid. I'll repeat, there's no claim that is big to us that Harambee cannot handle. There's no claim that is big to us that we cannot handle. We've had very serious claims where people, some vehicles have been written off. Someone 3 million, someone 5 million, even 500,000. But all these claims have been paid to the last coin. No claim is big to us that we cannot pay. We will not take you in circles. People will say stories that people of insurance, the word they use is people of insurance are thieves. Harambee Sacco, a word that we promise you is, once we've taken our policy, we'll advise you on the best policy. Number two, we'll ensure that your claims are paid. And number three, we'll ensure that you have peace of mind with the policy. We'll ensure that you have peace of mind when you are, of course, when you've taken medical insurance, and also if you have taken motor vehicle insurance, we'll ensure you that you also have peace of mind to ensure that you deal with other things. Things to do with insurance, live with Harambee Sacco. And that does not mean that we only deal with the motor private. We also deal with the other people in the businesses, people with the lorries who have insurance for you. For only a lorry, for third party, we start with only 5% of the car value. You are able to get a comprehensive motor insurance with us. 5%, I mean, if your motor vehicle is valued at 1 million, and you have a lorry with 5% of that is 50,000. With 50,000, you are able to get an insurance for your lorry at Harambee Sacco. For motor private, which most of you have, we have a rate of only 4%, and that rate is very affordable. If you go outside here, the rates are 6%. The rest are 6% for motor private. So with only 4%, we've negotiated for you, our members. You will be able to get our motor private insurance at Harambee Sacco. So I think with that, I'll try first not to conclude because of time. And thank you first for joining and listening to us. And I've seen Tonui Kiprono online is asking mine. I've joined about motor vehicle insurance. Tonui Kiprono, I don't know what you really wanted about motor vehicle insurance. Unless you can expound, I'll give you a contact, you call me. Ronald is watching from Eldoret. That's good. I'm just trying to scroll if there are some questions that I can answer. Yeah. Yeah, so I think Robert Ongera from Naivasha, you're watching us, that's good. Yeah, so that's great. I think we've had a good session. And sorry. Yeah, I think we've had a very good session, and let me just keep on scrolling on the questions. Ronald from Elliot. So we have those questions. I think we chatted mostly. So I think we've handled most of this. I think Tonui will give us on how you wanted to actually ensure motor insurance, and I've talked more on those. So those are the major things that we are handling as a Harambee Circle. And also, as a society, we've come up with, apart from the medical and the motor insurance at Harambee Circle, as a society, we also want our children, the children we get at Harambee Circle, our children to have the best education at the society. And through that, we also came out later with a product that ensures that our children school fee is very well taken care of. We've come up with an educational policy for children. And the way this product works is you contribute towards payment of your child's school fee once they reach a certain age. I know in most circumstances, school fee people started looking for school fee once a child join high school, which becomes a bit expensive because of the cost. Number two, once a child joins university, it's also become very expensive. So we came up with we have another policy known as educational policy, where you can contribute towards payment of your child's school fee once they join from 5 years, from 6 years, when you start contributing towards the payment of that policy. And the beauty about this policy, it ensures that number one, your child is when you are not there. This insurance ensures that, for instance, God forbid, you've taken this policy with Harambee Circle, the educational policy, and God forbid you are not there. The honest truth is, how will your child, you can leave your child with your brother, your child can be with your sister, your child can be with your parents, but how sure are you that these people will take care of your child? People die on each and every occasion, and on the fair side is you don't know if you are not there how your children will be taken care of. So we came up with our educational policy that ensures that number one, your child, if you are not there, is well taken care of, and with a small contribution, a monthly contribution of only 2,000 per month, you are able to get the educational policy provided with at Harambee Circle. And this policy, the way it works is, once you start contributing towards the educational policy of your child, and the child is in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, the product it will be able to pay for your child's school fee. For when they're in Form 1, you'll be given a lump sum for you to be able to pay for your child's school fee if you are there. If you are not there, your next of kin will be given that money to ensure that they pay school fee for your child. They pay, that is in Form 1. Number 2, when they join Form 2, it will be able to pay for your child's school fee when they're in Form 2. That is Form 2. It continues in Form 3. It continues in Form 4, and now you'll be given a lump sum when you are able when the child is able to join university. The product is known as academia, and we don't want our children, we don't want the children to live a miserable, even if you are there or not there. We don't want. The best gift that a parent can give to a child is good education. Good education. Once you give education, education is always the unifier. If you come from a rich family or a poor family, at the end of the day, if you have good education, one thing you'll be able to know is you will be able to, your child can be able to survive on their own once they have good education. So it's called academia. So the only thing you just need to come is in Harambee Sacco for you to get some of these educational policies is you just need now to come with also a copy. The most things that are needed in insurance, a copy of your ID, and now just start contributing from a minimum of 29,000. You'll be able to get these educational policy. As I continue, I'll just handle one more. I'll be continuing as I handle question. I've seen Kevin Agony Adede has asked on our question and answer on our questions here that how much is a third motor vehicle insurance cover? Kevin, the third party insurance cover is only 74. But we've given an offer. Now that you are listening to our webinar, you will get that cover today for 6,500. We're giving a discount of 1,000 for only today. For those members who are joined in, you'll be able to get that cover for 6,500, the third party. So you'll be able, we can process for you today that cover. And another member has asked online that this is interesting. Which hospital in Webuye can I take our member, my father? Yes, we have panel of hospital in Webuye. In Webuye for medical, Webuye is in the larger Bungoma County. That's in Bungoma County. You can be able to take your parents in, if you're in Bungoma County, you can take them at Canon Medical Hospital. That's in Bungoma. You can take them to St. Mary's Hospital. So that's in Miastown. You can take to Hoptic Crescent Hospital. That is in Bungoma Kandui Road. You can take them to Corey Family Hospital in Kimilili. You can take them to Max Care Sunshine Hospital, that is in Webuye Town. Max Care, yeah, which is a good hospital, I know it. You can take to Access Healthcare in Webuye. You can take it to Zion Medical Center in Bungoma. You can take it to Equity Afya in Bungoma, Blix in Bungoma, and Dominion Medical Center in Bungoma. And again, you can also tell them to Blix. Blix is in Kibilili. Those are the panel hospital from one of the members who has asked the questions. And another member asked us about also the motor insurance. I think I've answered on the level of coverage, mostly for the third party. I've said, asked us that what does third party insurance cover? And I've said that the third party insurance covers other road users against any liabilities that might arise on the road. You can be sued for maybe even causing a major accident on the road. So if you have third party, this is the basic cover that you can always have, and you will be able to get covered. It covers your vehicle against the same. Hospital panel, our social media team will share the hospital panel to our members. Those who are interested, you'll be able for you to make a sound decision of which cover you want to take. They will be able to share on the social media to see the level of coverage that the hospital that you want to be covered. Another member on the medical insurance asked is at what age are members subjected to medical examination. So, as I told you, we've negotiated until most covers, the medical examination start at 50 years for you to be able to go even 45. Most insurance covers the medical coverage, medical start at 45 years. But as you are able to enjoy this cover, when you enjoy this cover, if you are 55, you not be subjected to MedX. If you are 60 years, you not be subjected to MedX. The only time that can come is when you become now above 64 years. That's when now we can be subjected to undergo medical examination. But beyond that, you'll not be able to be subjected to medical examination. Another member has asked is that I have a lorry which I use for transportation of other people products. How much is that insurance can that cost? So if you have a lorry, I'll answer that question. If you have a lorry that you use to transport products for other people, especially for hire, we have insurance for that. And insurance for that is you start from for insurance for that that lorry, we call it general cartridge. General cartridge means you use that lorry for transporting other people products. Use that lorry to transport other people products on the market. And in short, it is used for hire. General cartridge means you are using that lorry for hire, where you earn some income from it. And for that party, for such a lorry, for only 15,000, you can have your insurance cover for that party. And for comprehensive, we start at 5% of the car value. For instance, if your lorry is 5 million and you want an insurance for the same, 5% of 2 million will be only 5,000. For 2 million will be only 50,000. 5% of 2 million will not 5, will be 100,000. Sorry, will be 100,000 for general cartridge for comprehensive motor insurance, but for third party is only 15,000. And Victor, you've said yes. You want insurance for your kids? Yes, we have insurance. Yeah, we have insurance. If you want insurance for your kids, yes, you can take insurance for yourself, your spouse, and still your kids. I think I'm not getting question very well, but you've asked. I think you need insurance for your kids. Martin Mutune, you have asked, yes, do you insure PSV cars? The answer is yes. We insure both matatus and Ubers. Most matatu people take third-party motor insurance for 1 month. And I'll tell you as per SITA, if you have a matatu on the road and you want a third-party insurance cover for your matatu on the road, with only the vehicle is 14-seater, with only 7,995, you can have your PSV matatu for 1 month. If you want to take the PSV matatu for another 1 month and your vehicle is 15-seater, for only 8,337, you'll be able to get your PSV matatu coverage for 1 month. And number 3, if your vehicle is 16-seater, those are the major vehicles. If your vehicle is 16-seater, for only 8,667, your vehicle is 16-seater, for only 8,667, you'll be able to get your PSV cover for 1 month. And let's say your vehicle is at 33-seater, 33 and 37. For 33-seater, you'll get it from 13,000 for 1 month, and for a 37-seater for 1 month, you'll be able to get it for 17,000 per month. And that is how PSV industry works. Most people take it, most insurance cover 1 month, and well, the rest, the sum can be shared. Kevin Agon Oden has asked, how can I know the medical facility in Homa Bay that one can seek medical attention? In Homa Bay County, as I told you, we have medical covers across the country, in all corners of Kenya. If I'm in Homa Bay County, if you're in Homa Bay County, let me just get it. If you're in Homa Bay County, for you Kennedy Aden, and you are in Homa Bay County, you'll be able to get medical insurance from St. Paul Mission Hospital in Homa Bay, which is next to Homa Bay Cathedral, the Catholic Church in Homa Bay. You can get Two-Door Healthcare, which is in Sindo Market. You can get in Two-Door Healthcare, which is in Mbita. You can get in Sori Lakes Hospital, which is in Sindo. You can get at Matata Nursing Home, which is on Oyugis, Kisumu Road. You can get it at Howie Family Hospital, which is in Homa Bay opposite Kasimba Primary. And you can get it opposite Oasis Dr. Plaza, which is Salama Road opposite Kavirondo Chemistry, Homa Bay Town. So I think I answered you, Kennedy, where you are asking about where you can get it at Homa Bay Town. I've answered you. And just to show that this cover is all over, in Homa Bay we are also there. Ronald Mosaisi has asked a question, how much will one pay for a private motorcycle 1050cc? For a motorcycle that is 1050cc, for third party, if you come with only for third party, first I'll want to know what to use for the motorbike, for the motorbiker. But if you are to pay for 150cc for third party, you'll be able to pay only 3,557, which is a very good deal for third party on the market. You pay, we give you the insurance, and if it is private, we'll do 5% of that motorcycle. 150cc can be this motorcycle like what do you call them? Boxer. I think I know Boxer so much, which is around 500,000 to 150,000. If it was for private purposes, will only require 5% of that amount. So if your motorbike is 100,000, 5% is 55,000, and you'll be able to get your motorcycle private insurance. In short, we do all. I've just talked about medical and a bit of motor vehicle, but at HARAMBEE SACCO you are able to get all the medical, all the insurance services. As you take the loan, you also come and take insurance purposes, services at HARAMBEE SACCO. Patrick Wandera is asking, I'm retired from civil service but still an active member of the SACCO. Can I be able to join the medical cover? If so, how do I join? Yes, Patrick, you are retired. You can be able to join HARAMBEE SACCO medical scheme. And the only thing is us to have a small discussion with you and get to understand things like how old you are. Those are things you need to understand. And also come up with a product that best fits you. I'm not able to know if you just require your only product or you also require a product for your family. So once I get to know those questions of how big or maybe your family is, the only thing is we will agree on the cover. Do you need a cover of an inpatient of 500,000, 300,000, or 200,000? Outpatient of 75, 50, or 25,000? Once I get to understand that, now will be able to know how much premium you need to pay. Then from there, you will be able to pay for the same. What you need, as I said, is you require copy of your only copy of your ID, copy of your KRA PIN, and for you to be able to fill now in the proposal form and now pay the premiums. Finally, Elizabeth Okoko has I would like to know more about medical cover. Elizabeth Okoko, you just managed to join. I would like to know more about medical cover. I think that one will talk. We can be able to talk privately with you, because I've described the whole presentation of how the medical cover is. Now that we've just joined, I think I can expound on you to you privately, so that I don't repeat everything that I've said. What about a personal car third party? Regards, Jared Ongeri. Jared Ongeri, we are giving third party motor insurance at 74 shillings per year. But now that we've joined our webinar today, for only 6,500, you'll be able to get that cover for just today, to appreciate you as a member who have joined the society webinar. I've marked you Jared Ongeri. If you require the third-party insurance, I will require a copy of your logbook, copy of your KRA PIN, and copy of your ID. Then you pay 6,500 for today. If you come on Sunday, okay, let me extend the offer. 6,500 until Friday. From next week, Monday, we'll go back to 7,574. And I'm doing that just to appreciate you for joining our webinar today. Tito Mohammed Mugwana, you ask, how do members join the medical cover? Which facility in Lamu will member enjoy? Titi, in Lamu we have various facilities. In Lamu, we have facility like Siha Medical Home, which is in Mpeketoni. We have Langoni Nursing Home, Siha Medical Home, which is in Mpeketoni. We have Langoni Nursing Home, and we have Ubuntu. Ubuntu is the Machakos. Yeah. For Lamu, we have Siha Medical Home, and we have Langoni Nursing Hospital, which is in those are in Mpeketoni. So you'll be able to enjoy the services on the same. Stanley Marangu, you are our client for Moto. I know you very well. Stanley Marangu, you've asked. I'm Stanley Marangu, and retired civil servant. Would like to know how much you'll charge for insuring a Probox this year. Yes, for Probox, I know your vehicle, use it for private purposes. For your vehicle, for third party, you'll insure it at 75-74 for this year. And for comprehensive purposes, we will insure from a minimum premium. I'll say 4%, but a minimum premium of 37,000. You'll add 37,000. You'll be able to get your Probox insured at Harambee Sacco. That is the minimum premium that you'll be able to pay for comprehensive. But if you take third party, we'll give you at 75-74. Then finally, Cyrus Njiro, you've asked about 59, your medical cover. Yes, if you're 59 and you are alone, your medical cover, if you are to take an inpatient of and you are 59, Cyrus Njiro, will give you, and you are taking an inpatient of 500,000 for only 500,000 will be able to pay only 15,602, which is very affordable to get a cab if you are alone. If you're with your spouse, I've said you'll pay 25,900 to get an inpatient of 500,000. And outpatient for you to get of 75,000 and you're with your spouse, you'll be able to pay 30,129 for you to be able to get this cover. I think for this rating, for these ratings, we will post them on our social media pages where you can able to digest on your end, on yourself, and we have their contacts that everyone can be able to call for you to be able to ask various questions. We have contacts, especially for these ratings. Every person is different and every family is different. So we'll be able to join, to post this on our social media page that are very active, and we'll be able to answer you. So to conclude, people ask you about our contacts. You know, you can have a personal question that you want to ask. If you have a personal question that you want to ask, you can take our number, our insurance number. Our insurance number is 0711. Sorry, the office one is 0709 943 508. 0709 943 508. Our social media WhatsApp number is 011 08 95 735. 011 08 95 735. That's our social media number. And I think with that I'll come to a conclusion, and thank you for joining. And one thing I promised you is we are here to serve you, members of Harambee Sacco. We'll ensure you get unrivaled customer care experience, both at the Sacco level and the insurance. We'll ensure that we pay your claims. That's why you are taking insurance. And we will ensure that everything runs smoothly. Before you sign up for any policy, we'll ensure that you understand what you are signing up for the same. And just to ensure that you live a comfortable life of dignity since you joined Harambee Sacco until when you will exit Harambee Sacco. And with that, I'll conclude there. And before we log out, I will invite you to join, to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Number one, you can, I'm seeing we're at 1,078, 1.78k subscriber. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You like our page, Harambee Sacco Society. On Facebook, we are called Harambee Sacco Society. On LinkedIn, we are still called Harambee Sacco Society. The beauty about subscribing to our social media pages is, now that we've talked about rating, some of this information will be shared on social media platforms. So you'll be able to join there, and you'll be able to log in and see those products on our social media page. And with that, for those I said, those who will take third-party motor insurance today, we are doing at 6,500, a discount of 1,000 shillings for only today, because you've logged in at our you've logged in at our webinar. So those who will join, who will want to take motor third-party insurance for today, will be doing only at 6,500 for only today. until Friday. Next week we'll go back to 7,574. So let us hurry up. We take it before we go home for Christmas. And with that, thank you so much. Thank you for listening to me. I wish you all the best. I appreciate you for being a Harambee Sacco member. And as you go home for Christmas, as you break home for Christmas, please ensure that you go discuss with your parents. If you have parents, ensure that you enroll them to a medical scheme so that next year we don't have medical bills. Stay home, go discuss, find some time to discuss with your spouse of the new year, of the medical insurance, of Harambee Sacco, because this is the time we are not so busy. As you enjoy the festival, also find some time to discuss on your future, especially the medical product and the education policy of Harambee Sacco. Thank you so much for listening to me. I wish you well, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year 2025.